Infinite love, beautiful people, and welcome back to our new video. Today we have the most important question that every human being should answer, and that is, can you face your loneliness? Why do you have loneliness inside you? Why do you have this empty hole that can never be filled? And also, how to get rid of this emptiness forever? Let us now inquire together and find out the answer. Infinite love. Welcome back, beautiful people. So, the loneliness. We have all felt this feeling. There is no human being on this world that haven't had this feeling of emptiness, of loneliness, of boredom, of hole inside of their chest that can never be filled. And you always need something, whether it is a friends, whether it is a money, whether it is a things, whether it is a family, whether it is to belong to someone, to nation, to a church, to a God, to a group. Everything is because of this emptiness that we feel inside of us. So how do we face it? And how do we get rid of it? To find out, we have to inquire together. We have to find an answer observing together. You have to have open mind. And that means you are ready to inquire. You are ready to ask yourself, is this truth? Not to accept it blindly, not to discard it, but to actually observe and have a mentality that says, I want to find out. I want to see, is this truth what you are talking? I will test this for myself and find the facts and see, is it true? So now that we know how to inquire, let us do this together. So to find out what is loneliness, we have to observe ourselves and the whole human mankind. The whole human mankind and you have one common thing, and that is we have the same brain. This brain has gathered so much information through a time, so much experience, and this experience has created an ego, a person. So the function of the ego is to isolate, to separate, and to preserve the body so it doesn't get hurt in this world. But when you are too much in ego state, when you are not different yourself from the thought, you become obsessed with ego, and fear and loneliness comes into a being. So loneliness comes when you are so completely isolated from yourself and the world around you. When you are so isolated, you also isolate yourself not just from the world, but from compassion and love. Is the love and compassion inside you, or is it everywhere and we connect to it? So when you observe it like this, you will see that when you let go, you are naturally in a state of love and compassion. But when you are isolating yourself, I have to preserve myself, I have to have enough, I have to be separated from everyone else, then there is no compassion, there is no love. So you're isolating yourself from love and compassion. The more you are in this state, the more isolated you are. And when you become so isolated, your ego, your person, is being so left out. It feels so lonely. It feels so separated from the entire world. And then the emptiness inside of you is born. This hole that can never be filled. You can put there all the things in the world. They will just bring one short happiness. In few moments you will be back and feel empty again. We do three things with our emptiness. Either we escape from it by collecting more things, by having more family, by trying to belong someone, like a nation or a church or a group or a football club. We do all kind of silly things. All of this is even strengthening the emptiness. Then we also try to face it. You say, I will do something to face this. But when you are trying to face it, you are separating yourself to one who is trying to face it and one who is feeling lonely. So that means when you say, I am lonely, you have categorized this feeling of loneliness. So your mind wants to put everything in a box. You have to see this feeling and you want to isolate it. You want to know it, because experience is always past. It is always known. So this known want to solve this what it is now, this completely new thing, and it can never solve it. And then you want to put it in a box. Fear goes here, emptiness goes here, happiness goes here, pleasure goes here. So every feeling that you feel, your mind, your brain wants to categorize it. So you are dividing yourself to one who is categorizing and the feelings. For example, it is same thing if you say, go here in one place and shout, I'm feeling lonely. And then you go back to this place and there you are lonely. Now you're coming back again here and say, what will I do with this feeling of emptiness? And then you go back again and feel empty. Then you're going again there and you try to find solution to a problem. And that is a never ending, because when you solve one problem, there are even more problems created. And the third way is to give total attention to your emptiness. When you give total attention to your emptiness, there will be something different. You will become one. Because before you were trying to face it by separating yourself. But when you become one, when you see that you are this feeling of emptiness, you have created it and you are it, the part of you. So what do you do with the part of you? Let's say, for example, if your hand has a wound, what will you do with your hand? You cannot cut it off. It will be even bigger wound. So you just observe it until the wound is gone, until it's healed. So same with your emptiness, with this loneliness, with this never-ending all inside you. Go into it. Go into this state. Observe it completely. Give total attention. And you give total attention by gathering all of your energy at one place. Now bear in mind, gathering all of your energy means not to concentrate. Concentrate means exclude everything else and then focus on this one thing. And there is one who is focused and there is the thing. But when you are attentive, there is no one who is attending. There is just attention. So you just completely become this emptiness. You are giving your total attention to it. When you do this, this seed of emptiness will flower. Because when you give attention, sunlight, it will grow. Before you were trying to escape it, so you never fully felt it. But this time, you have become this emptiness. This emptiness will grow suddenly, but stay with it. Stay with it. Do not escape from it. Observe it completely. While you are still giving this attention, it will suddenly start to wither away and completely melt away. When you give your total attention and stay, everything must melt away. When you melt the emptiness, something completely other comes into a being. That is passion, compassion, and love. When you become that emptiness, the emptiness is gone, and there is only observation, there is only presence. So there is no more fear, there is no escape. You have become and melted away this emptiness. Then you are free to observe. You are free to be a human being. You are free to have love and compassion and not to be divided from anyone, because this world not belongs to you or me. It is our world. It's not a French world or German world or American world or Chinese world. It's our world. It's the same planet we live on. So do this for yourself. Try it as always. Observe completely and find out for yourself, is this truth? See it by giving total attention. Until next time, please try this, give total attention and find out for yourself. Infinite love.